machine.
Hello.
Welcome to Season 4, Episode 186. I am one of your co-hosts, Brian Bacchus.
I'm another co-host, Jamal Smith, and we round it out with...
Oh, sorry. Hey, y'all. It's Tony. I was too fast. I thought you were done, Jamal.
Oh, no worries. We don't ever say the same thing. Uh-oh. Really?
No, I'm not. I was faking.
I got it. I got it, though.
I'm still faking. So, as you guys know, today is Way Back Wednesdays. But before we get into the topic of the day, we're going to go right into the thick of it and let you know about these announcements so that you can plan your week accordingly. Take it away.
So the slides are still uploading at the moment, but in the meantime, we got Happy Jack on the screen.
Instead of Happy Hump Day, it's Happy B Day.
Yeah, Happy B Day. In fact, you know how
time for me to see the barber. Jeez. Now I'm looking at it.
Now here we go though. What is today? It is Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. We're at the top of the hill now, looking down. Well, we're still kind of almost at the top. I guess lunchtime is when we're at the tippy top. And then we'll be heading down to the end of the week. So yes, I'll go ahead and jump into the slides. We're going to do the whole sheboing right now. And here we go. So we're going to return to discuss what we normally start with, which is the Altadena Community Center, serving as a survivor support location. This is located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. Multiple departments are there for you to talk to. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to 626-398-6174. Then the LA County One-Stop Permit Center is located at 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210. They have walk-in hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30. But you can actually schedule an appointment with them. Those are available Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. Or you could set up an appointment with the Southern California Edison Planner. Those are available Mondays and Wednesdays only from 8 a.m. to noon. Now, to actually schedule an appointment, you do have to go to the website, recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding, and then /1-stop-permit-centers. Now, fees or LA County is waiving and or refunding permit fees for homeowners rebuilding after the Eaton fires, as well as the Palisades fires. Homeowners who've already paid could have their fees refunded, and those who have not yet paid could have your fees waived. To qualify, though, the applicant must demonstrate that they both owned and lived in the property prior to January 7th. In addition to that, only certain projects are eligible. What is eligible is a replacement single-family home destroyed by either of the fires, and that does include accessory structures such as pools, ADUs, and garages, and the like. It also does include standalone ADUs for temporary occupancy during rebuilding. What's not eligible, however, are commercial properties, rental properties, multifamily or temporary housing projects, as well as properties not damaged by the fires. Now, if you qualify and you're looking, or believe you qualify and you're looking to get the form, you can actually scan the QR code that's on the screen right now, or you can go to the website, recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds. Once you actually get there, this is a form you can fill out online. You can save it and then include it as an attachment and send it via email to recovery at planning fire.lacounty.gov, or you can print up a copy and walk it into either the One Stop Permit Center or the Altadena Community Center. Now, the cool thing is you only need one form for all departments, so you don't have to print out multiple ones. CalAssist is still going on or still providing their mortgage fund. And this is providing 3 months of mortgage payments up to a maximum of $20,000. Funds never have to be repaid, and it's free to apply. And also, if you do qualify, the grants are paid directly to your mortgage servicer and not to you. For eligibility requirements, your primary residence must have been destroyed or considered uninhabitable due to the fires in Eaton or Palisades or any other qualified disaster from the 1st of January 2023 through the 8th of January 2025. You also must have owned and occupied a home with up to 4 units on the property, as well as meet the program income limits of $140,700. Now, if you do apply, please be prepared to provide your mortgage statements, bank statements, utility bills, homeowner's insurance or FEMA claim, as well as your proof of income. And you would actually go to the website calassistmortgagefund.org to apply. If you need some help, you can actually get some help over the phone by calling 800-501-0019 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you can actually get help in person by going to either the Los Angeles location, which is the One Stop Rebuilding Center at 1828 Sawtell Boulevard in LA, or you can go to the Altadena Community Center, again at 730 East Altadena Drive. This is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and this in-person assistance is provided by Neighborhood Housing Services. So Hope Now CRC has weekly talks, as we have been sharing for the last week or so. It's located at 1800 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena. Their weekly talks go from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Mondays are Men's Talk Monday. Wednesdays are Women's Talk Wednesday. And then Teen Talk Thursday is what happens on Thursdays. In order to, they're saying come as you are and leave even greater with revived hope. They request that you sign up 24 hours in advance to ensure space and as a courtesy to the guests. To actually get information about this, you can go to info@homenowcrc.org or just go to the website hopenowcrc.org. I think I said home, but I meant hopenowcrc.org. And LA Fire Justice is still continuing their ongoing workshop series designed to provide a roadmap and answer questions about the rebuilding process. Their latest one was yesterday, which was covering the topic of choosing the right builder. The last one in this series is next Tuesday, where they will discuss your rebuild game plan. These meetings or workshops actually take place at the Altadena Coalition, which is at 409 East Woodbury Road in Altadena. Opening remarks begin at 6:30. Guest speakers begin at 6:45, and that's all followed by Q&A at 7:30. Now today, Juicy Little Finds Thrift Store presents We Out Here. That's correct. We out here. This is a market or it's an event that she actually hosts every Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the world famous Fair Oaks Burger, which is located at 2560 North Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. Please make sure to bring proof of Altadena residency in order to participate. There are multiple free items there, such as farmers market, vegan hot meals, groceries, hygiene products, love and prayers, legal advice, thrift store pop-up, and much, much more. They do request that you do bring your own bag. And if you're interested in getting additional information, please go to juicylittle.org. And then LA Fire Justice has Ask an Attorney, which is Eaton Fire viral office hours. And this is every Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30 Pacific time. There is a QR code this time where you can scan the link, and basically they're indicating that they're there for you, Altadena. The attorneys will be hosting the virtual office hours to discuss Eaton Fire and our case against Southern California Edison. Join on Zoom every Wednesday to speak with one of their attorneys and get your questions answered. And it again, it's no cost and no appointment necessary. And then Pasadena Village, Centering Sounds free concert series. The next one is actually tomorrow. So performing will be Journey Through the Landscape of Jazz with Chad Edwards Ensemble. This will be from 5:30 to 7 p.m. tomorrow at Sierra Madre Playhouse, which is located at 87 West Sierra Madre Boulevard. The Centering Sounds free concert series is for those impacted by the fires and the community to gather, build connections, and heal through music. It is also open to the public. However, there is limited space, so an RSVP is required. In order to do that, please scan the QR code, or you can actually call 626-765-6037. So this Saturday at First Church of the Nazarene from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. will be the Rebuild and Recovery Workshop put on by Neighborhood Housing Services and Restore the Legacy LA Coalition. First Church of Nazarene is located at 3700 East Sierra Madre Boulevard in Pasadena. Some of the topics covered will be interim housing support, low-cost construction project management, technical support to select a general contractor or architect, mission-driven real estate services covering whether you're going to buy, sell, or rebuild, as well as estate planning, legal services at no charge. You can actually register at neighborhood nhslacounty.org/events, and then you can register there. I'm going to pop off for a quick second. I'm going to hand it back over to Tony and B, and I'll be right back to complete the slides. I'll be right back.
Hello.
Oh, we're back. Okay, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. While Jamal usually does that, I'm usually
Goofing off, doing something.
Do you really think I'm goofing off? I'm sharing a 50 group. There's no rest for the wicked, I tell you. You gotta just keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. So while he's gone, today's Way Back Wednesday is going to be talking about old commercials. So Taco Bell is now being taken over by a black CEO. And now we're gonna see if we're gonna bring back the Bell beefer, actual real meat in the tacos instead of that meat powder that you add water to that they've been exposing Taco Bell with the last 3 years. Employees, kids on the way. You know what? Kids are going to be the detriment to these businesses because they don't care. They're just going to film how they make the stuff, and you're not going to like it at all.
This new generation, because they use these phones and for everything. So
for everything, I mean, even stuff they're not supposed to use them for. Okay, Jamal's back, so he's going to go ahead and finish up them slizzles.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks.
That's all right. It's all right. You had things to do, but you back on the block. Back on the block.
That's right. Here we go.
Take it away, Jim.
Take it away, Jim. All right. So also this Saturday is the Black Education Expo. It's designed to educate, inspire, and inform. It's co-presented by the Pasadena Council member Tyrone Hampton. So it is Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Pasadena Convention Center, which is located at 300 East Green Street in Pasadena. They do request that you scan this QR code in order to register, but there is free admission. All are welcome, and paid parking is on site, as well as there is Metro. It is Metro accessible. So they're going to have Expo Hall with 50 plus curated vendors, Joy Zone with Love, Peace, and Spades activation, Teen Zone, music and community fun, parent zone, youth care, youth-led career panel, as well as mental health and wellness resources. So this actually should be a pretty good event. If you get a chance to shoot down there, please do so. I think it'll actually be very, very informative. And then the Fraternal Order of the Eagles, Altadena, ARI 719 presents the first annual Oktoberfest, Altadena Oktoberfest, sorry, a new multicultural tradition of joy, friendship, and entertainment for the entire Altadena community. It's yep, you got me.
And what happened? Wednesday, y'all. You know, Wednesdays are just
It's going on from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, it's this Saturday. The location is 455 East Woodbury Road in Altadena. There's going to be a beer garden, live music and performers, obviously great food and drink, carnival games, petting zoo, contests and prizes, face painting, Altadena vendors, a silent auction, as well as free admission. So definitely check that out.
Okay, so leave it here for a second. So
Sure.
As you know, we've lost the Rancho Barn, but the Eagles has now become the Rancho Bar Junior. Even though it's its own entity, all the Rancho people migrated, did a mad exodus over to the promised land of Eagles. So now we are sitting over there. They actually never had an outside area. They built that. But the beautiful thing is this beer garden that they've been working on for a while, and it's humongous. And once they open the doors to that, I can't wait to see that, because it's going to be this big old area back there, and now everyone's going to want to go there. So don't try to act like you brand new all of a sudden want to show up to the Eagles.
So what I was going to ask is, do you think they're going to actually...
I don't go to the Eagles or Rancho, so I won't come.
Do you think they're going to actually keep the beer garden once they finish?
Satellite, Tony. What'd you say?
You think they're going to keep that beer garden once Oktoberfest is done?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
because that's a nice area back there, and
I've yet to go. I have yet to go. I need to show up and hang out for a minute.
Definitely will be there that day. That got like 3 events that day, don't we?
There's a lot going on.
Breakfast, that.
Oh yeah, and I still got more to announce.
Taste of Dina.
I still got more to announce.
Oh man, keep it pushing, keep it.
Yeah,
pushing.
Exactly. It's crazy. All right, so I'm finished with this one. So then we have the Altadena Grocery Outlet is presenting the semi-annual pancake breakfast. This is actually taking place on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Oops, sorry about that. That was me. Oops, keep going the wrong way. Benefits Altadena Mountain Rescue Team and other local organizations. Here or to go tickets are free. The tickets are available at the Sheriff's Station, El Patron Restaurant, or Grocery Outlet, or the AltadenaRotary.org. If you want to reach out to the Sheriff's Station, the number to call is 626-798-1131. I think B is actually going to go to that. I'm considering it just because, pancakes are always enticing. We'll see.
Well, that's the first one. Then this will
you would definitely start your day with that one. End at the Oktoberfest, and maybe in between go to this one.
No. You go to the pancake breakfast, then to the beer garden, because that's over at 6. Then go to this.
Well, the beer garden, Oktoberfest ends at 9. So it's the same for Altadena.
But it starts at 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be there from 1 to 3. And then I'll go take a nap. And then I'll go to the Altadena.
Right. So here we have the Altadena. And they invite you to the next chapter, a night of music, poetry, and connection. It's October 4th, which is Saturday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. They're going to honor this year's award winners, Community Leader Award, Victoria Knapp, and Library Staff Award, Modesta Nava. And it's $25 per ticket. Please scan the QR code.
That QR code is unscannable.
Okay.
I have a question. I wonder who this Taste of Dina, what vendors or whatever are going to be there, because I know Taste of LA is something, right? Like real taste, real food, whatever. So I just wonder like what vendors are gonna be there and all
Real
that.
food.
Yeah, I wish I could know that.
Yeah, I hope they have
It
real
might
food
be
here.
indicative of the environment. So
Mhm.
Inglewood, you're gonna get soul food, all kinds of
Exactly.
stuff. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna be doing up here.
So you know
It'll
what?
be an
Let me look
experience.
on Eventbrite and see if it has anything. No,
So
it
I'm
does
trying
not.
to scan the code. Damn,
Yeah, I
it
just
is.
tried it and I couldn't either.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's too crunched together. Like somebody drew the QR code.
I know.
Yeah.
I zoomed.
But you know what I will do? Here, let me put this in the
Who's
private
doing
chat.
this? Altadena Library Foundation?
I'm gonna put this in the private chat
I
and
don't
y'all
even
can
know.
make it whatever you want it, T of D or whatever, Brian. Oh, it's not that long of a code, so it can
But
go.
we can also make a better QR code, right?
I can make
Yeah.
it.
In fact, let me.
No, we
You
can
wanna
do it
do
right
it,
here
or-
on the fly.
Oh yeah, that's
We
what I
have
said.
the
I
new
can do.
things that we can actually do.
QR code. I'll put the
Doobie-doo.
title in there and that website. Taste of Dina.
Yep. Are you doing it or you want me?
Yeah, it's done. It's buffering, but it's there.
So there it is,
Okay.
you guys. Go ahead and scan that QR code. Hopefully that one is better. Yeah, it definitely works.
All right,
Much,
cool.
much better. So again, 6 to 9. That's the QR code in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. The one that is on the actual flyer is a little challenging to scan. So please use this one. I'll leave it up there for a couple moments so that you can scan it. Those who watch the replay, they'll be able to have some time. And if you miss it, just go back and pause and then scan it. And with that in mind, we're going to move on. And if you can remove that, Tony, that'd be really cool. So next one is fire recovery event, your digital comeback, build your digital growth, craft your resilient plan. So participants will leave with, it's a business resilience roadmap that will have customized preparedness plan, business continuity strategies, recovery resources, and this is going to allow you to run daily operations and increase sales. And this is for businesses, obviously. Offer flexible payment options to customers and manage staff, payroll, and overhead. This is an event happening next Wednesday, October 8th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Altadena Main Library, 600 East Mariposa Street in Altadena. We'll obviously be repeating this over the next couple days as well. In addition to this one, the Building Industry Association of Southern California and Builders for Better Communities Foundation is providing Rebuild LA Resource Fair, which will be Tuesday, October 14th, from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at Noor at the Paseo, which is the event space next to where El Cholo's was, which is at 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 200. Let's see here. Admission is free for those who lost their homes. And to register, you go to biasc.org/events. If you have questions, you can actually reach out to Melissa Auten, which is AUTEN, at melissa@homeaidocla.org, or Patrice Quisenberry at patriceq@williamsrebuild.com. .com. And then, of course, last but not least, is the AltadenaTalks Foundation's A Day of Thanks Community Luncheon. This is going to take place Saturday, November 22nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Loma Alta Park Gymnasium, which is at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. We have the QR code from our streaming platform in the upper left-hand corner, in addition to the QR code on the flyer itself. They both go to the same location. Please scan, register, get it done as soon as possible, because Tony and we are going to be sharing it with multiple organizations and people beginning today. So it's going to be opened up to a lot more people. And we anticipate that the 100 or the 1,000 available seats or limits is going to actually be run up pretty quickly. So definitely go ahead and register if you're interested in participating in this free meal and day of thanks on November 22nd. And with that, I bring everybody back. Bam. And here we go.
So pancake breakfast.
Yeah, you gotta figure it all out.
And Eagles.
I love that.
Put you writing up your weekend.
This is my itinerary.
Got a calendar. Check it out. See how you like it?
Oh yeah. So if we happen to go in the office and we see that, we know what's happening. We know where you're going.
You know where I'm at. I got side notes too. I be where I'm at. That's what I'm gonna put right there. Okay. All right. So
it's always
we were alluding to the fact that we were going to be talking about old school commercials like Pup and Taco. Oh, now the health. Remember where Pup and Taco used to be? And I think it was the same across the street from McDonald's on Lake.
Yeah, the health food one. It was Orion.
That's
the Wiener Schnitzel. No, I know. I don't know what it is now.
First,
no,
was it the Wiener Schnitzel then Pup and Taco, or the other way around?
I think it had to have been the Wiener Schnitzel first because the Wiener Schnitzel was up closer to Washington later. Okay. I'll say 85, 86. That's when they moved up. Or actually, a little bit before that. And the only reason why I remember that is because I got into a car accident.
You got an amazing memory. That's why.
No, I got in a car accident. We was trying to look at these girls at the bus stop and ran into the back of this lady.
Great. That's special.
Not minding no business, man.
I mean, we're 18 years old. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Of course.
Hey, girl, you want to ride? Like, we went, hey, girl, you want to ride? Bam. She goes, not now.
Right.
I have some embarrassing moments in my life, but that one by far, it was three of us in the car. We looked all dumb.
I'd say.
Trying to play it off too afterwards, because I'm sure.
Yeah, it was my. And here's the funny part: the car we were in was my mom's Pinto station wagon.
The worst.
And it didn't have a starter.
That's like
so you had to park it on the hill.
Go in together.
Because it was a stick shift at that. Yeah. Nobody's car got hurt in the process.
Yeah, that was real steel.
Right.
It's like every part.
Look, notice we didn't get ran into the back of we were fine.
Right.
Before they started using the fiberglass.
Yeah, and then the Pinto start blowing up. Boom.
Yeah, I told you two of my aunts had one. One had a yellow one, and then that was my aunt Denise, who's in Ohio now, and then Auntie Angie had a red one with some fire on them. That was her favorite color. She loved them.
Pintos were popular. Then they were coming to AMC,
and
the Pacer, and the Gremlin. No,
stop.
We need to.
I told you
we
about
never
that.
had any of those.
We know.
Oh, be quiet.
Yeah, we know you did not have a Gremlin or a Pacer or a Pinto.
Absolutely not. I would. I'd have been too embarrassed to ride in it. I think I'd have been like, no, ma'am, no, sir, I'm not doing it. They'd have been like,
That's how I learned not to be embarrassed, because there's things you can't do or things you can't change. You just got to roll with it. I don't know if you remember. I told you my mom had one. We were living in at the time DeWarty, but I was going to school in Pasadena, so we had that long commute going home.
When you were living in Bradbury?
Yeah, in DeWarty. I'll just say that.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? And they had a nice house, and it was huge.
Right, Bradbury.
And bears used to come to the backyard. I remember.
Oh, we had deer and all that kind of stuff, just like up in the meadows. Yeah, just in the meadows. But every time I would come home, I'd have to be shook and awakened because the back latch of the car of the pop-up was broke, so the fumes from the exhaust would get in there, and I would pass out every day on the way home. I don't know how my mom stayed awake. I really don't know. But right around Myrtle, I would fall asleep every day, every single day. That blue one right in the middle, that's the one we had. Except it had white stripes on the side.
Ain't no way.
While my dad is driving a Lincoln Continental or a Lincoln Town Car, because he worked at the time, he was working for, I think it was GM at that time, because he worked for Hughes. They were bought by GM and later on by Raytheon. But at the time, you see that red one on the right with the little stuff, the black on the hood?
Right here?
Yeah. That kind of looked like Auntie's, but hers had fire. It had flames on it.
Like they got a Pinto Club.
And there's a yellow one too. Oh, that's crazy. But then when Toyota got big, one of my aunts and my uncle, they both had the Toyota Corollas when they first came out. Those real little ones.
Now this is funny.
My mom had a Toyota.
Got a little Pinto next to the Pinto.
Huh?
They got a Pinto next to the Pinto.
And that's his Pinto station wagon extended model, apparently, that red one.
Ew, is that what you were in?
Yeah. No, it's shorter than that.
Never had that. But look at that back. They added something, a little special
they
window.
Got that port window,
Right.
like you on a ship.
That should not be allowed, man. That really should not be allowed.
None of those cars should have been allowed on the road, period, a Pinto or a Gremlin, to be made. That's a Honda Civic up there with that one, huh? Yep, a Civic and a Pinto.
Now show the Pacer. The Pacer is like a rounded Gremlin. Those I really didn't like. I kind of liked the Pacer. I mean the Gremlin. In retrospect, it wasn't a bad, to me, horrible looking car. It just, that.
So we switched from throwback commercials to throwback cars.
Everything is throwback. Everything. We're gonna get to the commercials too.
So if we're talking cars, we got, where did he go? He's gone and he's frozen. Wait, because then he's gonna come back super pissed off because his stuff is not working. He's gonna come back big mad. Where is he?
Wait, where is it?
He's off. Because that's the screenshot. He had to drop off, something happened, and he'll come back on.
Catch. He said, he says, remove the share. Yeah, he's frozen.
Yep.
Yeah,
he'll
be
come back on. Not saying anything with the attitude. Looking like this. When he gets back.
I did get it. Hold on. Here it is. Save.
Yeah, Elaine, the Gremlin, the Pacer, the Pinto. But you know what? Then they came out, you said the Corolla. Then they came out with the Toyota Camry that had the seatbelt that was automatic. Because my mother got one as soon as they came out, a blue one. And I was married not long after that and got a burgundy one. And you remember they had the seatbelts that there was a track on the side?
Yeah.
And they would close on you, but they would dang near stranglehold you in that seat. You'd be like, and if
that's why they stopped making them over time.
Yeah, because sometimes the track would get stuck, and then but there was like you could press the latch and undo it or unhook it. But the Camrys, and then what were there? 280Zs, 300Zs, 240Zs was the first one. Yeah, 240, 260, 280, and then 300s, right? Mm-hmm. And then they stopped making them for a while, but now they're back. They came back in.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're back.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, this is the Corolla that my aunt had. This white one. And then my uncle had this color one. They look horrible right now, but they were pretty dope then. And you know, the cool thing, I mean, my aunt, she was like my big sister more than my aunt. But she would put in this little ass car, she would put me along with 4 to 5 of my friends. Now, granted, we were smaller then. We're not, we weren't all grown folks, but it was still, there would be, at one point, I think we had 5 people in the back seat. So 2 people were sitting on a couple of people's laps, and we had 1 or 2 people in the front seat. And she would take us to Magic Mountain like that, and a whole bunch of other places. Cops weren't really tripping off the seat belts and all that kind of stuff. I don't even think they had seat belts in the back seat. And if they did, it was only the ones that went over your lap. But yeah, I remember this car vividly. It's so crazy. Oh man. And then my grandmother, and I know we were supposed to be going on commercials, we can get to that, but not the Nissan, but the Datsun B210.
The B210.
Not the Honeybee, but just
look. We had a Chevy Nova. That's really cool, Chevy Nova. And we did have a Datsun. It might have been a B210 or something that my brother used to drive. It was
yeah, this is a B210.
No, ours was a different one.
Hers was blue like this one. Yep. That was, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Those cars look crazy now. But they still kind of all look the same. That's weird.
They're doing a lot of the throwbacks though, so that's why they have,
I still, to this day, when I see cars and I look at the shape and everything, I still see oftentimes some old models. Oh, wait, what does he say? He and Ed rolled a Datsun B210 to go fishing. I love it. Yeah.
And then we had what? Let's see. The I'm trying to think of that car. Oh no, remember when everybody got Chevy Nova was the bomb, wasn't it, Elaine? Well, that's what we had growing up. My parents at first. And then we had Chevrolet station wagons.
Oh, those were dope.
We had not the hatchback. We had, go back up, that 2-door right there. That's what we had. Like the yellow one? The squared one. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of looking like a Impala.
Yeah, we had the square Chevy Nova. We didn't have the hatchback Chevy Nova. But I remember that. They used to drive us in that. I think my sister at first had a B210, but it didn't look like those. It had like a black leather top. It was white or whatever. Then my brother had a Datsun pickup truck that was orange, like when we were in high school.
Did he have the extended cab? Because a lot of folks had that longer cab.
Might have. I don't know if it was an extended cab or not. And then let's see. I'm trying to think of anything. And we had Chevy station wagons, like I said, with the trundle seats in the back, because I would like to sit in the back and look out the window. My first car was a Volkswagen Scirocco. Super dope.
Oh yeah. My bro had one of those.
With the ragtop roof.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. That was my very first car when I was like 17, 18, maybe 18, I guess. But that was my first car.
We had one of these back in the day too. Did I stop sharing? I did.
You did.
Buick Wildcat. Oh my gosh! If I could have it today, I'd love it. That sucker was nice.
It was like a Batmobile.
Mm-hmm. But
so Elaine said she wanted a his B210 had a sound system for a Blazer. Everybody was rocking all the sound systems.
Man, I bet I'm surprised you can hear now.
Look at that one up there.
So with that kind of sound system.
Futuristic one. Wagons to Wildcat. That's pretty dope. You know that gray one that says Wagons to Wildcats reminds me of the Cadillac, the Celestial, which is actually out now. And it was funny because a few years ago when I was in Monterey, I saw it was the concept car, and I have pictures of it, that Celestial, but they were calling it something else at the time. So it's an electric. It's part of the electric lineup. The Celestial,
Yeah, that's what this one is.
Lyric, like I have, the Escalade, what's in between the Escalade and the Lyric? I forget because Cadillac always sends me stuff like, hey, you should get this one. I'm like, those are too big for me. The Escalade's huge, and the that other Cadillac EV lineup. But yeah, that Celestial looks like a Lyric in the front, but it's in the back, it's almost like a station wagon. It reminded me of that Buick that you just had up, because I was like, what the heck?
Well, they're both Buicks.
Both GM. Yeah, one's Cadillac, one's Buick.
Oh, my bad. Well, the image that I was showing you was a Buick. That concept car? Yeah.
Yeah. That was dope.
Dude, remember Oldsmobiles and Plymouth?
Yeah.
All those GM. Oh, man, that was crazy. Let me see. What did I have? My first car. Accord hatchback. I don't know why I wanted it, but this literally was the car that I had, my first car. That color and everything. Honda Accord hatchback. I loved it.
And
I
then,
don't know why.
do you remember that this would have been just below you guys? I mean, above you guys, a couple of years, because it would have been my year. But everybody that was graduating in like 82 and 83, all the boys had either a Ford Mustang or the Capri. Some were the hard tops, some were convertibles.
My boy Ike had a Caprice.
Huh?
My buddy Ike had a Caprice.
No, the Capri, not the Caprice. The Capri, which
Capri.
was a Mercury.
Ford,
Mercury had the Capri, Ford had the Mustang, and they were basically the same body style, but Mercury versus Ford.
Yeah, my bad.
And so,
it is Capri.
Yeah, everybody had them daggone, and that's when everybody was rocking the polo shirts and the loafers and all of that. And the squared ones though, the Capri on the second row with that hatchback, the black or the red ones up top. And then the Mustang coupe was kind of like that too. But that was like, okay, we're gonna have the Mustang or the Capri in like 81, 82, 83. And yeah, that's what everybody see, how the Mustang up top was the squared body, and they had the Capri that had the square body too, or that hatchback. Because again, it was the same body style. It was just Ford and Mercury. They don't even make Mercury cars anymore, but everybody had those, and had sounds in them, and had them either lowered, the rims on them, like pipes on them and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, all the boys.
My buddies had his so lowered that every little bump we had, his tires would hit the wheel well. It was so crazy. And I remember that was my first experience with good old Altadena Sheriff. I got to hang out on the curb for a little while and get accused of doing some crap that I didn't do.
Of course. And then the Scirocco, let's see. See, they have ones in here that are not the body style I had.
Oh, the Sciroccos?
Yeah, I had a Scirocco. That was my first car. But when I'm looking, I have to put the year, because all of these are years that were ahead. Mine was, let me look if I can find the 1980 body style. Yeah, mine was probably an 80. I got it in 83. And it was black. And okay, here's a white one. 31-year-old 1980 Volkswagen Scirocco, because it had that rag top. So when I say rag top, it was like a sunroof, but the whole, scroll down a little bit. Okay, see that white one on the third row or the second row with the open roof? That's what it was like. It had that top, but mine was black. And love my little car. And it's crazy because throughout the years, I've had several Volkswagens. I had a Scirocco. Later, I had a Golf. Even when I was married, then I had a Passat.
Remember, the Golf took over for the Rabbits.
Yeah, but it was Golf. Well, when I got it, it was a Golf because it was coming from Germany. They called them Golfs. In the U.S., they were not. They were Rabbits.
Rabbits, yeah.
And then I had a Passat. Like when they first came out, I got one brand new. It was like a seafoam green color. It was super dope. Then and now I have that little one that I have, the EOS, which is a hardtop convertible. So I like Volkswagens. They're good cars because Volkswagens are Audis. The only thing is they're expensive when you gotta get them fixed a little bit. But he says I'm the watcher now. LOL. Right.
You're not even gonna try to join again?
No, because if he does, he gonna come on with an attitude. You know how he gets mad when look what Marcus said. Thanks for tuning into the show, Brian.
Yeah, good looking out, man. Appreciate you.
No, because if he comes back on, he's gonna have an attitude and be mad. But I was hoping he came on because he was supposed to talk today. Besides any of the C, he just says no. What attitude?
But you got to talk about the Southern California Edison stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why I was like, that's what he was really gonna talk about today. And then we got on cars. He first said commercials, then it's on cars. So B, are you gonna? He said whatever. So yeah, it's better he does not because he will come on with an attitude. So probably on Friday, he'll do the recap of the Edison meeting that he went to.
Well, shoot, yeah. Marcus could give his 2 cents because he was there with him.
He could jump in and do it too. You're right. He surely could. Laptop rebooting, as always.
Hey,
I think you
like
need
Marcus
to
said, you got to keep the streak going.
Every day he's got to have an issue up. Oh, that is horrible. So sorry.
See, Benzes, I like the way they look, but those expensive cars, they bother me when you got to get them fixed because you got to reach deep into the pocket.
Well, that's why.
Unless you
I've had that Volkswagen, which can be expensive, but that to fix. But to me, the most expensive car I've had was a 745 with BMW. But it's only expensive once it's out of warranty. And if you get the extended warranty, it's worth it because my 7 has shades, right? The back window, and the 2 side windows in the back. And you just press a button, instead of, you can have tinted windows, but that gives you just extra. So one time when I think it was the left rear window shade broke, I was under warranty. Thank God, because when I went to get it fixed, had I not been under warranty, that shade was $1,400 to get it fixed. Right. And there were 2 small ones and then one that went all the way across the back. Then I had problems with my alternator and starter? Something like that. And had it not been under warranty, that would have cost me $5,000. And so if you get an expensive car, absolutely. And I've always purchased my cars. This Lyric is the first lease I've had in my life. But I like it because you know what? When I'm done with it, I could just be like, toodles, here you go. You can have it back. But the fact is, like, yeah, get your extended warranties if you need to. And when I had my 7, BMW had messed up on mine was a 2003. So the 2002 and 3s, they messed up something and they had to extend our warranty to 100,000 miles. It was a normal 50,000, but they screwed up and there was a class action lawsuit or something. So they extended all of our warranties to 100,000, which is good because I wouldn't have been able to keep that car that much longer with that crazy, thing. Because I remember oil changes used to cost me like $400 and one tire was $400 or $500, $600. And I was like, oh, so yeah, if you get a high-end expensive car, get the extended warranty because once things start breaking and it's out of their regular manufacturer's warranty, it will be 2 arms, leg and a half. So
yeah.
Hey, Elaine said, don't get me started on the expenses. Oil changes are stupid high. Right. I don't even know what kind of car you drive, Elaine, but
you got a Mercedes.
Huh?
She got a Mercedes.
Okay, yeah.
She's been a Mercedes family ever since they switched. See, when your car breaks down, then you start looking like this.
Man.
And then it'll be like
right, exactly. You don't have that extended warranty. And I'm sorry,
B, I'm gonna stop messing with you.
But I had a master mechanic that used to work at BMW. He's on his thing is called, it used to be BMW PhD right there on Walnut, just past the Hill Walnut Car Wash. Then BMW sued him and told him he couldn't call it BMW PhD anymore. So he changed it to Beamer, Bimmer PhD. But this dude was so incredible. The best mechanic I've ever had that I found for that 745. And one time it went in the shop and it just stopped on me, oil was leaking. So some plug came out. So it was like a $2,000 job. He was like, I got you. And he only charged me half of it. But this dude was amazing. But I would go to him and he would be like, oil change, $486. I was like, oh, Jesus, help me. Because this is not under warranty or, just stuff. Then the engine started messing up. But it was under that 100,000 mile extended warranty that they had to give us. So they had to replace whatever with the engine parts at no cost to me, because that would have easily been $10,000. And I would have been like, you can have the car. You can just keep it. I'm not even going to come pick it back up or anything because, Benzes, Mercedes. I think Land Rovers are super expensive to fix. I don't know. I've never had one, but my sister does. She loves them. But, yeah, I'm cool right now with this Cadillac Lyric and with it being a lease. So I don't have to, I think I paid 70 or something. I don't even know if it was that much. It was maybe 30 or 40 for a tire rotation because the first one was free. It's every 7,500 miles. And they were like, oh, you're at a year and a half now. Everything your first year was at no cost. I was like, oh, okay. So.
Welcome back.
In the car.
That's okay. You're back. You got to quit being so disgusted. It happens. Especially, with your laptop, it's going to happen. So
It shouldn't be happening. As much as we spent for these laptops, it should not be happening. I'm going to have to totally overhaul my stuff.
I thought you did already.
What kind of laptop do you have?
I have, man. No, I just took all the data off and put it to the backup drive because all the space ran out. You know me, I'm making 4K videos all the time and stuff.
That's the problem.
Yeah, pretty much. It's supposed to be capable. I'm gonna have to call Lenovo and say, bruh. Bruh.
You know how they do. They got that planned obsolescence. As soon as the warranty goes out, blam, everything falls apart. I got like days left on mine, so I expect mine will probably fall apart.
Actually, I think it's over.
No, mine, I looked at it the other day. I got like literally a few days. I think we're a month apart.
Right.
I ran that diagnostic trying to see if anything else was under warranty that I can get.
Not much, huh?
Right.
Mm.
So
are all the Instagram still going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. I can't see anything. I'm gonna try to pull my other phone out and see if I can see what's going on.
Well, welcome everyone to October. This is October 1st, the best month of the year out of all time. We're super happy to be in the most fabulous month of the year. And I'm on my countdown to the end of the decade of the 50s because my birthday is in 28 days and I'm starting a whole new decade. And I'm excited.
That's awesome.
And so I think I'm going to be having little brunches once a month for the next year and keep celebrating for the whole year because it's a whole new decade.
Might as well. Yeah, it's only going to happen once.
Right. But I see a new decade. And then I'll really be considered a junior senior because in that next decade, I'm going to be a senior.
But we still ain't going to claim it.
No, I'm going to claim that I'm a senior, but I'm not going to be old. I keep telling y'all I'm not going to be old till I'm like 85, 90 years old. That's when I'm old. I'm just going to be in the classified as more of a senior. So I'm going into junior senior.
More, did you say morbid seniors?
More of a senior.
Oh.
Morbid.
It did sound like morbid senior.
More of a. Morbid.
Wait, really?
Yes. So I'm going to be a junior senior in about 28 days. 28 days. That's what I call a junior senior. Somebody over 60 and above.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you become a senior at 70 or 80, but I know I said I won't be old until
I won't be old till I feel like I'm old.
You said till
90, 95, 100. That's what I consider old. Or is elderly a better way to say it?
nah, we say old.
Seniors.
When we old, we're gonna say old.
Right. I think it's how you feel. You can look through all that stuff. If not, there's mail today. It's coming. You got to go to the mailbox though.
So, B, since you're back, you want to talk about the fishing expedition?
Well, basically, I was trying to record it so everybody could see it. I went live for about, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. And then this lady came over and said, we really don't allow recording, which there was no signs of saying you couldn't record. But she claimed that it was disturbing people around her. And what she didn't realize is that we're all Altadena residents. It's not disturbing anyone to film it. Not at all.
Didn't she say something about privacy too?
Something, but nobody. I'm filming from the back. No one can see anyone's faces. All they saw was the people who were speaking. So
I mean, that's ridiculous because the people going to be here all need the information, all in the same situation. So what you got to be worried about privacy for? They didn't want you to catch them slipping up somehow.
The thing that I was concerned about is you only let a certain amount of people in the gym. So the people that couldn't get in, why not let them see what's going on? I mean, is this supposed to be secretive? They should have live streamed it too. Right. They should have live streamed it. I mean, they did what I didn't like about the Zoom ones was that you couldn't ask anything. You could put your questions up there, but they weren't allowing you to talk. So here, I wanted to go in person because I wanted to see what they were saying, what kind of questions. I mean, I was talking about what happens if your dog passes away. How does that work? How does it work? Why do children only get 50,000? They've had such more trauma than the adults. They lost schools and homes. So how is it that they get less? And then why is it capped at 200,000? So of course they're asking all these questions, which it was a series of groups that was broken up. So the group I was in was about 25, 30 people, and there was about 10 of those groups or 20, I don't know. They were all over. But what I liked about the group that I was in, she actually put they had the white paper that stuck on the wall, so they kept moving it over so you could still see all the questions. The other people had flip paper, so you couldn't even see what was said before. So you wouldn't say the same thing over and over again. So, because a lot of people sat there and they wanted to ask the same question, but it was already up there on the paper, so they didn't ask that question. But there's a few more of these like that, but not SEE. They're going to be like people discussing what's next. I think Eaton Fire Survivors Network? They're doing a dinner Friday night to discuss a letter that they're putting together to send to SEE to demand certain things. So I'm going to get a copy of that so that people will be able to see it. And, it's just little stuff like that, that is going to help make this a feasible thing to be used as a choice. They did say something about once they start the remediation or whatever it is, you're going to have 12 months from that point. So it's already October. I'm not thinking they're going to do this until December. That's going to be the latest.
Talking about you were saying a deadline in January?
Yeah, well, what it is the lawsuit is starting July 7th, 2027. They're giving you 12 months from the time they start this program because they're just getting the questions and everything so they can go back and revise it based on what we've said over the last 4 days or 4 sessions, 2 Zooms and 2 in-persons. And then they're going to make the offer and you got 12 months to decide. Now, one of the questions that Marcus brought up was, the 10% that you're maxing the lawyer out, if you do use a lawyer, are you still responsible for the other 15 or 20% that they automatically charge you already? And that was a very good question, because is there special circumstances where if you use a lawyer, he's capped at 10%? What did he say?
There will not be another round.
No. There's not going to be another round. It's going to be, they're going to go back and take the questions and then present the start of it either November or December.
Gotcha.
Then you will be able to make a choice if you want to go with them, take that offer. Now, I'm just going to speak from a renter standpoint. It's not. I don't know. It's six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. You could see what they're offering, and you have a choice to take it or not.
Yeah.
So everybody will have a chance to do what they need to do and go from there. That's all I gotta say.
No, it's true though. I mean, like we've said multiple times, people have to make their own decisions, get the information, and make the decision that's best for them. Marcus said he asked, why is it that survivors that did not live in Altadena for at least 30 days are not eligible?
Yeah, he did ask that question too, and that was one of the ones he posed. So that's not fair either, because some of these people, I mean, the YMCA reconstruction project with those 20 homes, they were only in their homes for 2 months. But with their construction company, I'm pretty sure that it was covered under the insurance of the construction company for the first, 6 months or something like that. So they'll probably build those back. But these people still got to get their punitive damages for pain and suffering and furniture loss and, heirlooms that they probably barely made it over to that place.
So he's saying basically if somebody closed escrow and brought their house or moved in as a renter 30 days prior to the fire or less than 30 days, 2 weeks prior, whatever, they're not eligible?
Yeah, there was a paper they gave us.
That's dumb. You live there, it doesn't matter. If you live there from December 31st, that fire started on the 7th. All your stuff was there. How can they
you could have bought your house that they closed the day before and still should.
You should still get
it.
You might have started renting January 1st because leases start on the 1st. So how can they say when the fire was their freaking fault, it started on the 7th, but you weren't there at least before December 7th, you're not eligible? That's absolutely wrong. Go to a lawyer. Because that's stupid.
Right.
They're trying to do all they can to avoid paying any money or as little as they can.
Yep, they're trying to absolve themselves of any responsibility, but it's too late for that. Way too late for that.
Yeah, this little workshop handout paper that they gave was just like to throw stuff out there so you would have a reason to come up with some questions. Like one of the ones, I'm looking for that one that said the 30 days because that was really what stood out. Owners and tenants except those who rented less than 30 days of eligible properties are eligible. So that says rented, not closed your house. Right. But still, you moved there a month before and you lose everything. Why doesn't it qualify?
Yeah, it should absolutely qualify.
Right, that's done.
They should just take that line right on out.
Right. Because to me, this does not show good faith at all.
No. Well, that's why they've been having these talks so that we can give them a piece of our mind and whatever. Because I'm pretty sure the questions that we had, there were other people that had different questions that we probably didn't even think of.
Right. And a lot of
so they're going to go back and mull over it and then revise the worksheet and probably send the notice out at that point because whoever signed up is going to get some kind of email anyway. So, we're all looking forward to seeing what they're going to send. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Exactly, Marcus. Yeah, they want to rush and hurry up and do it because they're trying to you have 12 months. If they don't set this up by December, it's going to go into January. So then you can play the odds between if you're going to still stick with your lawyer or you're going to go with them. Now, if they sweeten the pot, put it this way: that 200,000 they offering, or 100,000 per person in the household. If you up that to 500,000, I'll settle with you right now. You know, that'll cover my pain and suffering. I'll be able to purchase something. I'll be able to do whatever I need to do.
Well, yeah, but Brian, if they give you 200,000 as a renter plus 100,000 for pain and suffering, that's 300. You wouldn't settle for that?
They don't give. They're not giving 200,000 to the renter. They're giving the 200,000 to the owner, not the renter. The household member gets 100,000. So that means as a renter, so say if I rented and I had 4 people living there, then it'd be 500,000, 100 for each of them. So that's the question. The homeowner is probably going to, and here's the messed up part. If you had insurance and they gave you 900,000, you won't be getting anything except for that 200,000 that they're offering you. So you really lose more as a homeowner.
Well, that's what I was telling people when I read it. Let's say their example that they gave for a 1,500 square foot house is 600,000, right? Based on the square
foot. No, it was 900,000. It was based on $600 a square foot.
Brian, hold on. The breakdown was 600,000 for the house, and then the 100,000 for each adult, and then kids. So the 900,000 basically was for the house, the pain and suffering for a family of 4. So but yes, if you owned it and your insurance gave you 600 or 700,000 and they're talking about 9, it's an offset. So then you would wind up with 200 or 300,000, right? So that's why I said the only people I could see it would benefit would be renters. But if the renter won't get the 200 and they only get pain and suffering, that is so wrong, because they still lost everything. They lost everything. Because I was talking to somebody the other day who's a renter. He said, my insurance gave me $40,000, the renter insurance. For everything you owned, and you lost all that, and the trauma and all of that. So I think Edison is super shady with this. And they're trying to force people's hand, in my opinion, to do a lawsuit, because guess what? The county is already suing them. The insurance companies are suing them. Everybody's going to sue them. So then if you don't have no money to give, who's going to get the ones that really should be getting it, who are the people that lost everything, are going to be bottom of the barrel, taken care of last, and they're going to get nothing. And I think that it's really shady and shameful of Edison to do what they're doing. It's not in good faith. This is not advantageous for anyone. And 51 years that this thing was still up, that they should not. Yes, even you're right, Marcus, even the federal government is coming out suing them. So now you dilute this pool of money that they have, whether it's $100 billion or however much they have, it's being diluted by all these other people. How is the county going to immediately do a lawsuit when you know, county, you failed in whatever, right? Response, what are those things? Notifications, all of this, the report is out. And now they're saying, we're disappointed in ourselves. But you're going to sue Edison knowing all these people lost everything and they have a right to sue them. I think first right would be the homeowners and renters, not the county, the federal government, the state, and all the insurance companies, because the pool is the money pool is diluted. And
yeah, because State Farm is suing SCE.
Everybody, all the insurance companies are, and it's like, come on, pay the people first. Which they are saying. All 30,000 people, whoever, families, whatever, houses.
Well, here's the thing. How are they going to locate all these people anyway? All of them didn't come to these meetings and stuff. And, the decisions of 2,000 people that showed up to the Zoom and the meetings, that's going to compensate the other 35 or 40,000 people that occupied Altadena?
So there are 6,600 or whatever houses. They need to go to the county assessors, figure out who those homeowners are. They can reach out to them that way. And Edison ought to be writing $1 million checks to every single homeowner who lost a home. Period. Every single one. Every single one of the houses in Altadena, east or west side, were at least valued at $700,000, $800,000. On the west side, maybe 900. On the east side, they easily $1 million, $1.5 million and up.
Or more.
Right, that's it.
You said at least, yeah.
So Edison needs to do the right thing and cut a check to every single homeowner for that. Now, if you're a homeowner and you get paid for the land and all of that, you still got to compensate your renters or some kind of way. But it is so foul what they're doing. And I said yesterday, people have to get themselves to the point where they start to see gratefulness and be happy. But this kind of stuff make you angry and makes you go, okay, I see why so many people are pissed off, right? Or just still mad. It's just wrong. They know this was their fault, and it's just wrong. They said that morning, they sent out stuff telling people, oh, we're going to cut off power by 9 a.m. Power was still on at 9:30 p.m. at my parents' house, because that's when my daughter, my nephew, and my brother, who were there, said, oh, now we got to use the flashlights on our phone. The power just went out. That was 9:30 at night on that night of the fire, the 7th. So how in the world are you saying it's not your fault? You had a tower that arced. We know which one. Now you've dismantled it. You had people flown up there on a helicopter because it should have been taken down 51 years ago. All these insurance companies that don't want to pay people either, shameful on any of them. People have had policies 30, 40, 50, 60 years, never, and more maybe, never had a claim. And now you want to take them through the ringer and not pay them nothing and try to find some loophole. And then they wonder why people like that young man, not saying it's right, but in New York with the insurance company killed that man because of the deny, delay, all of that foolishness. You make people want to do stuff like that, unfortunately, because of your tactics and your policies, and it's just not right. No insurance company should be, and we need a governor, whoever it is, that's going to hold them to the fire. You don't get to write a policy in California, period, and make no money if you're not going to do right by people. And you don't get, as the California Public Utilities Commission, who are just paid to be on the insurance, on the public utilities fault, on their side. None of you should be on that board if you see that these people are doing this. This is just not right. And that's what's wrong with our country. We have forgotten about humanity. We don't care about the end user or the person that's on the losing end. And it's all about greed and power. And it is absolutely shameful what is happening to anybody in any of these fire zones. Altadena, Palisades, Hollywood, Malibu, Boulder, anywhere that this stuff happens. It's shameful that these insurance companies play this game and that these power companies play this game. They don't care at all. They care about their bottom line dollar of what they're taking home. A CEO taking home $50-something million a year when you got people that just lost everything and you want to tell them, oh, your kid's pain and suffering after losing a home in a school is worth $50,000 and yours is only worth $100,000. When you got people like Sherry's mama, who's 98, who's had that house forever, my parents who have been in their house 57 years, their pain and suffering of losing everything to you is only worth $100,000. They got stuff that is irreplaceable that they got in all their world travels. You can't replace that with $100,000. They're not going to go back to Africa and China.
That woman has almost 90 years of memory.
Right, and everything, and get stuff again. They can't travel like that and go experience and get those things again. So how dare you insult people and say, oh, your pain and suffering is worth $100,000. It's not even worth $1 million. Some of this stuff is truly irreplaceable and you can't place a value on it at all. So how dare you, Edison, act like these people, their homes, everything they own is worth nothing.
Yeah, they need to put themselves in the people's shoes. And if they lost everything, they'd be demanding everything possible that they could get as CEO and whatever it is you're trying to call yourself.
And I don't rant much, but to hear what you guys have been to and other people have said on these calls, this makes you want to rant. This makes you upset because it's just not right.
No.
We always talk about, California got 60,000 plus homeless people and all the money that's been expended into trying to house people, and they don't want to get housed. But
yes, they do.
But they're on social services. You're giving them food stamps and you're giving them some monthly, however much per, month that they get. Cut it off. If you don't go into a program and a housing, you get nothing, period. Because they're walking around with EBT cards and all of that with money and food stamps on them, but you got them living on the street. No, we got a zillion old motels that are run down and all that. Put the money into that. Like finally they just did, and Janice Hahn opened in either Whittier or El Monte or somewhere last week. We shouldn't have all these unhoused people. And you make it impossible for people to purchase homes because of the greed. You make it impossible for people to rent because they're paying $3,000 a month. It's greed. I read an article yesterday that San Francisco rents are going down, and somebody else's median was only $1,400 a month to rent now because it's gone down from $2,500 or whatever. Yeah, because landlords are going bankrupt because people can't afford to live. And so why is it that we're okay with this? And just like we saw with Jimmy Kimmel getting the boot or suspended or whatever, what did we do as people? We said, okay, we canceling Disney memberships, we canceling cruises.
1.7 million. They lost 1.7 million subscribers as a result of that.
They lost $7 billion though in 3 days. And that's what happened. And that's so when people are like, no, we're not doing this because it is we the people, we need to do that for everything. It is ridiculous that these idiots who are billionaires get what they get off of the backs of everybody else and then forget about people. They absolutely forget about people. You were a person, still are, but you were people like in the mix of all of us at one point too. And for you to act like, and then this pledge, that they asked, hey, everybody pledge $1 million or $1 billion. You got hundreds of billions of dollars and you can't give up $1 billion so that people can be housed and fed and have shoes and clothes and all of that. Are you like, I believe in when we die, we either gonna go to heaven or hell. And when they get to the gates and got to meet with God, man, oh man, when he says, get away from me because I don't know you. Because how do you treat your fellow human being like that? It could be your mama. It could be your sister, your brother, your whoever that falls on hard times and then they're now on the street. There's tons of motels, old hotels. Yes, Elaine, commercial buildings. Convert them into apartment that these people can live in for a minute. And then they got to go through a program to make them employable and give them employment so then they could be self-sustainable. Like, we're so screwed up. I think this is why people keep telling me run for public office, but y'all, I don't think I could do it because, public officials
cut somebody out.
Right. Public officials got to watch what they say and be calm and stuff. And I get too passionate and riled up. Yeah. And so I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I'm gonna
this format is perfect for you,
like a Jasmine Crockett, right? Because boy, oh boy, oh boy, like what are we doing? What are we doing? There should be no veteran on the streets, unhoused, without something. When we served for everybody else to be able to have the liberties that you have, there should be. I could go on, and I'm not gonna do that because it's way back Wednesday, and we done switched topics 10 times. But this is the kind of stuff that I'm passionate about and that gets me going and gets me pissed off, where I then got to go outside and play in the grass for a minute. And what's funny about that? When I go to do the grounding, I really do it in the dirt or on the concrete because I'm allergic to grass. So I can't be in grass too long because if so, my eyes will swell up and close and I'll be sneezing and everything all day. So I don't do a lot of the grounding on the grass, but I will walk through it every now and then just hope that I don't, get all swollen. But it's a synchronized dance routine. Man, Marcus, yes, it is. Whew, it is shenanigans. The red tape and bureaucracy. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And for somebody to be like, oh, no politician should get their salary and benefits or nothing if all their constituents are in the toilet. If they're on the streets and all this kind of stuff, whatever district you represent, you making $200,000-$300,000 a year. Why? When you got people living on the streets in your district. Like that's not okay. Anyway, we can go.
It's a bad thing. It is
for something else because y'all, this the kind of stuff you ever want to do something to see if I'm gonna get pissed off. Talk about humanity and how we have such a lack of humanity and empathy for our fellow man. And I'm not talking about oh, that one over there is racist or oh, that one. Even with racism, you bleed. Your blood runs through your veins blue. That's why when you go and take x-rays, it looks something else. It comes out red. When it dries and it clots up, it's purple. That's because it mixes the blue and the red. Everybody got blood in us. We all have to have breath to live every day. Why is it that we could pass somebody on the streets and act like they on the bottom of our shoe when they're homeless. I told y'all I carry a little cooler around with me all summer with ice and with waters. And I stop all the time when it's hot and give people, hi, do you want some water? And give them 2, 3, 4 water. I don't even care. If I got to go buy another case and fill it back up, because how am I going to walk past or drive past my fellow man in this EV that's nice and air conditioned and got air conditioned seats and everything else, and see somebody on the street that it's 100 degrees or 90 degrees and they're pushing a cart or sitting somewhere? I don't care if they on drugs or whatever their issue is. That's basic humanity. Give somebody something that helps with their basic humanity. And we do it every day and act like people don't exist. That's the kind of stuff that for real gets me going and make me mad. But I'm gonna let Brian and Jamal talk because I need to freestyle for a minute. Get myself together.
You got that off your chest. I mean, that needed to be said and released. I'm glad you did.
That stuff makes me mad.
And it should make everybody mad to the point where it doesn't happen no more. But unfortunately, I think people they're fed so much of the opposite point of view from, the time that they're kids till they're grown up, that it's a perpetuating cycle. And it's unfortunately a lot of those folks are in positions of power and help keep things the way they are, the status quo. Which sucks.
Yeah.
Because again, I mean, you just look at history, and I brought it up multiple times to people recently. America is the only country that really tries to modify their history. They cleanse it. They wipe stuff out that they don't like. They rewrite it. Yeah, they try to make it sterile and make it always good. Try to make America look good, and in particular, the folks that run it.
Hey. I am chilling in my robe today because it's cold. It's chilly. He said I need that venting robe on.
She got her get your butt in this house robe.
Hey, how'd your mom say it when she was out there with the cigarette, B?
This is how I came on this morning, you guys.
Oh, Lord.
And Brian said, oh, that's Aunt Jemima. I said, no, that's more like Medea. So, I put my hair in this at night because it's silk, whatever. But this is literally how I came on the show this morning. And then I said, and purposely I did it in the background so they could get a good laugh. And then I did like this. I said, okay, there. Now I'm back. This is there. But yes, it is.
We're going to have Medea's Corner on Friday.
So I am in my robe right now. I'm wrapped up in my robe because y'all know
the
anything
venting robe
under 70 is cold to me. So I even turned my heat on.
Don't be wasting my hair.
Why so cold in this house?
My good hair.
Yeah, Elaine, I'm sure. I just don't have the
town council.
I'm absolutely an activist or whatever. It just, that kind of stuff burns me to no end, that we look at our fellow human beings, our fellow man, and ignore their issues. And the elite of our country act like.
Yeah, go ahead and run for town council. Then we can have Tony Talks from Altadena Town Council on Tuesday.
They got 8 seats open right now?
You got town. You can have your own town hall, and they got them on Mondays for the county. You can have yours on Tuesday. Right here.
Man, oh man, oh man. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, aren't the seats open right now? 16 seats or something?
I think so.
Oh, here it is. 8 seats are open. Deadline is October 17th. Run for Altadena Town Council. Applicants open now for 8 seats. Deadline October 17th. Yeah, I have to look into that.
Yeah, you have to look and see if the one that you're running for is in the section of where your mom's house is, which would make it even more of a nostalgic thing. So. Well, we've been on here talking smack to y'all for an hour and 22 minutes. Y'all probably tired.
Yeah, we would have been gone, but then I got on the humanity thing, which is so important to me, and I got upset. So sorry, y'all, because that was like a 10-minute or so rant. So
yeah, my technical fodder series that keeps going. And you know what happens every day at the same time? It does it, and it's because everyone comes to this building and somebody's doing something. at that same time. I'm gonna have to walk around. Hey man, what you doing?
Dumb.
Okay, I got one old school thing that I'm going to share. And we've talked about it briefly once. I'm just going to put it up there. If we talk about it, we talk about it. If we don't, we don't. But I just thought it was a fond memory, and we all should remember this.
Photomat. Absolutely. At the right
You
age.
know, they turned the
Sears.
one over there by Sears into a water dispenser.
Yep.
Yep.
One by
Well, they tore it
Sears,
down now.
Macy's.
They're rebuilding it. They're going to have water and ice. That's where I get my water from,
wow.
or used to. But
All right,
they're gonna, no, the one
Photo
over by
mat.
Sears.
99
You remember that?
cents
Photo
in
mat.
with the belt.
Yeah, you used to have to drop it off and wait, and then go up there and see. Podge, did Podge send a little something on the show?
I don't know, but I was wondering if he's getting ready for tomorrow already.
Elaine, you said yeah, but then she'll be quieted. Who will be quieted? If I run for town council? No, I won't.
Where did you send it?
You're a real Altadena.
Right. No, they can't
resident.
never
Yeah,
quiet
I'm not
me.
going to cry for nothing. This is my time.
Ever.
No, keep talking about.
Oh, YouTube.
Let me see. My census tract would be, this one, 4601. And that's Victoria Knapp. Her term expires in 2025, and Connor Cipolla, who expires in 2026. So is Victoria not running?
How many
again?
times can they run?
I don't know, because that's what I'm looking at. I guess all the ones that expire in 25 is a 2-year term are the seats that are open. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How do they have
7,
elections
8.
when there's no?
Yeah, so I guess everybody whose term expires in 2025, all 8 of those seats are open. So need new people.
I got good news.
What's the news?
AltadenaTalks YouTube page has reached 1,000 hours watched.
1,000.
Yay!
1,000 hours watched of the video.
Oh,
So
That's
once
awesome.
we get 4,000 hours watched and 1,000 subscribers, we will start to be monetized. So that'll be one more feather in the foundation's cap, because that money will go straight to the foundation to keep this going. So please share our YouTube page with your constituents and, help us out. We're trying to stay on air for
Do it
at
then.
least 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna look into it, Elaine.
Pod
In
said he
case
left a
you-
comment. I don't see it though
on what?
on YouTube. Well, I'm gonna tell him to just send it to me via text. Well, if he's watching right now, just send it to me via text. Because I just sent you the link to the actual Altadena Talks YouTube page. So I don't know if you're on somebody else's YouTube, like maybe Brian's or something.
Oh, he might be. Well, it all the comments will come right here.
It all will come to the Altadena Talks one.
Yeah. No, it'll come onto the screen. So you can see.
All right, Podge, if you're watching, I sent you the link to the actual Altadena Talks. I mean, the YouTube from the actual Altadena Talks page. So if you type something in there, it'll show up on the show and everything. I mean, live and what have you. Because, yeah, I don't see anything. Otherwise, just text me what your message was. I'll post it in there. Mama Kitten 11. Damn, he froze up again. I'm not gonna record that one. That was not funny. It's no longer funny. I feel for him.
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna take my woosah time now and say toodles.
Word up.
And go walk in some outside on the
Wait
dirt.
let me just text him, see if he's coming back on.
Who's that?
B.
Oh, he's out again?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He froze again. I'm not gonna capture the picture. It's no longer funny. I feel bad for him.
This one
That was an old one.
or that one?
That was today.
Well, sorry, B. Get you frozen again. Oh yeah, because he went back up into the office from his car.
Yeah, I think the problem was he got on the computer versus staying
Yep.
on his phone. So
Yeah.
I just text him real quick. If you want to go, that's fine. I'll stay on for a minute. If he's
I think
coming
he
back,
might need to upgrade to get a new computer because he has so much on it and stuff, or totally clear out that hard drive.
all right. Well, he said he's not going to try to come back on, so we can go ahead and end it. On behalf of all of us here, we say later days, happy hump day. Tune in tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow?
I have a guest on. Let me look. Steve Rahim from Firebrand. He's up north. I met him at the summit a few weeks ago, and he started a company that does like electrical. But he is from, the Sonoma County fires. And of his town or the city of Sonoma, all the people that burned down in his area was like 400 and something homes. And they're like 95% rebuilt, and some of the commercial and all that. So he's just going to come on and talk about that. He also wants to come to our event in November.
Cool.
And help support people, right? And talk a little bit about what they've learned and how we're all connected now in this community of fire survivors. And then he wants to possibly donate towards the luncheon as well, or bring gift cards really down here with him to hand out or something, he told me. But he's going to be on with me tomorrow. So
cool. So everybody tune in for tomorrow when Tony has her guest, and that should be very interesting. Oh, there it is. What does he say? I was saying insurance companies are designed to not pay out. Yeah, absolutely. We won't get Tony back up to that level, but we'll agree.
I'm not going there right now. I said it. It's out.
You are absolutely correct, though, Pies, because I know you're in that world as well.
Oh man, Jane Goodall passed away today.
Yeah, at 91. I saw it on the news a little while ago.
You know, she's amazing. She's the one that has told white people, look, we are a mutation. Black is the original man. That's what the gene is. White is the mutation. Yep. Like Jane, she's an environmentalist, dealt with chimpanzees, all that, but she knows real history. She's lived an amazing life. 91, that's good. Yep. I just saw that. Anyway, no, I'm not gonna get upset. No,
we've already moved past it.
I already said that. We moved beyond. But yes, cool. Larry, it's very unfortunate that the system is designed that way, and that humanity is I won't say it's lost. It's up to us to make sure it's not. And we got to do everything we can to continue to show one another grace and love, and let our humanity and compassion come to the forefront.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway.
So with that,
y'all have a wonderful day.
Peace. See y'all tomorrow.
Outside.
Later.